What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cero show. I'm your host, Danny Keynes, and I got here with
Tone Rock
in the casa. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, bro. Been a long day, but hey, what's new, right?
Yeah, man. You know, it's Tuesdays always, for some
always
reason, it's like next to Monday, and it's always long.
Right. But it's all good, bro. Had a great weekend, and looking forward to everything that's coming, bro.
You know, you are now, what are you for Avanza Network? CEO?
I am the COO. Chief Operating Officer.
Of Avanza Network. And how's that going, buddy?
It's going good. We're getting everything organized. We're getting everything scheduled. We're getting everything put together. So just setting up that foundation so that we could build, you know what I mean?
What does it take for you to like run a TV network?
A team.
Yeah.
It takes a team, bro. We were having this conversation earlier.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, you're on board with us. You're director of content.
Director of content, yeah, man.
And that's going to be key to the growth of this network. Obviously, we've always just focused on the Cero show, but now we're going to be overseeing all content. We're going to be bringing in new content, and we're going to be creating original content. So we got our hands full, brother.
We got a lot of stuff going on, man. Especially, we've been creating some type of, I would say, division in Victorville right now.
Yes.
Some people.
A satellite studio.
Yeah, joining us here in the Avanza Network. We have some news going in.
And we'll be talking about that soon.
Soon, man. And you know, as you know, man, as the network grows, we also have other people joining us.
Yes, for sure.
You know, man, and exciting. This is an exciting moment, man. What is your vision for Avanza Network going into this year, man?
My vision, bro, okay, so obviously we got the network. We got stuff that we're doing with the concerts, creating content, doing live streaming of concerts and shows and stuff that we're working on now.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had made the announcement that we're part of the Revival Fest, right? We got that coming up in June, and we're going to be making some promos, some announcements on that. We're putting together some new shows that we're working on right now, and we'll be making those announcements soon. So part of the vision that we have here at Avanza that me and you've been talking about, now sitting here partnering with David and bringing in the rest of the team. We got a great vision. We got a great vision to do new content that's relevant to what's going on in our time, our day and age right now. You know, so bringing the whole network into what's going on now in our time and day. Creating the new content. We got some really great people that we're talking to that we're going to be working with real soon.
Yeah.
As soon as we set this foundation, bro, like I said, if you got a strong foundation, you could build as high as you want. You know what I mean?
All the way up. Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. And I know that because I you know, we work together, of course, and behind the scenes, and we're always trying to think of ideas of how to create more content for the network. Mm-hmm. We're always talking to people. We're always doing something. And I see that you throughout the whole day, you're texting me, you're calling me, and like it's all about how to make this better or make it grow. And you know, we set up.
And I'm leaning on you for a lot of that because obviously you being the director of content and being the creator of the director the content that we're bringing in, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I know that you could handle it, and I know that you got some great ideas that we're going to be bringing into play. And I don't know if you want to share any of that now. I'll let you decide on that because I know we talked about a couple of things earlier before we did our show.
Yeah.
And those are going to be very key elements to the growth of this network.
Yeah, man. I think that we're going to have to hold on to those things until we have some stuff going on.
Okay.
But we'll announce them. You know, we will announce them. We do have a lot of things going on right now for the Avanza Network. And I always seek guidance and you know, today's show is amazing. We've been promoting it. You know, people have been talking about it. Mm-hmm. You know, we have a guest that, you know, was the producer of, I think, 2023 producer of the year, right?
Absolutely.
You know, and we're gonna have him, and he's, you know, and we're gonna talk to him, and of course he has somebody performing. It's surprising. We're gonna go into it, but man, we have a lot of things going into it, man, and so. You know, me and this person, me and this producer, we met up, and everybody that knows him respects him, right? So, and he needs help with some ideas, and we're gonna use them, and we're gonna utilize what he has said to us, and moving forward, a lot of things are gonna change, right? Oh, yeah. We're changing with the landscape that is changing with the streaming and all that good stuff. But we do have, you know, I will say, and I will announce this, and you gave me the okay with it. As people know, we are working on a radio app.
Yes.
You know, we are working on a radio app for local artists here in SoCal to have, and you know, we are going to build that. So right now, we're just doing like I saw the app right now not so long ago. We saw some songs in there already, and some local artists already sent their music for us to play it. Yeah. You know, and so it's going to be a regular, you know, music a radio app, and you're going to be able to download anywhere. And it's going to be all SoCal artists. It's just going to be dedicated to SoCal artists, man. And we want to push that. Yeah. And the guest that we have, he's very important to that. Key to that app. So, man, it's gonna be a lot of good things, man. And I do want to announce that I don't want to share names. We're gonna
right.
You know,
hold off on that one.
But in a month, you're gonna hear us talk about it more because we're pointing. It's gonna be great.
Putting it all together.
Putting it all together right now, man. So really a blessing. Not only we're gonna have these TV network, we also gonna have a radio app going with radio shows, podcasts, music, singles, man. And we're gonna be talking
videos.
Yeah. And you know, we have bigger artists that are going to be joining us in this app, man. So it's really cool. We haven't said anything, but you know, we're getting into that. We're working on it. Together. Yeah. So when we have more news, we'll get into it. Man, you know, before we even get to our guests, man, I don't know if you were here last week. Were you here last week? Yes, you were here last week.
Yeah, I was here.
We did a segment with my boy Terry. You know, we call it the Adventures with Terry, man. It was one of the first segments. A lot of people liked it, and we're gonna play that segment. Okay. And this is Adventures with Terry. Check it out.
Thank you. What's going on, everybody? My name's Terry. Today we're at Spoon Me. And I got this lovely esquite. Let's give it a try. So good, senora. Gracias. Hey guys, you guys should come down to this place. It's here at 144333 Pioneer Boulevard, Norwalk, California 90650. I repeat, 14433 Pioneer Boulevard in Norwalk, California. Spoon Me.
Man, oh man, buddy.
Brother Terry.
Brother Terry is such an amazing dude, man. I had so much fun doing that video. You know, a lot of times when you do like a segment like that, you do cuts and stuff. Yeah. Dude did it like two takes, man. Two takes and that's it, bro. Terry. And it was crazy because I was like, oh, he's gonna take. No, this dude got it quick, man. So definitely next week, tune in because we're gonna have a new Adventure with Terry, a new episode, and it's gonna be here.
So we're gonna try to do a new adventure every week.
Adventure every week, man. All right. Maybe. Hey, and you know, give us some ideas, man. We been running to see like Olive Garden, maybe. Which restaurant do you want us to go to?
Yeah, we man. Do all the local restaurants right here.
Yo, bro, I've been waiting for this episode, man. It's a good friend of mine. I love him. You know, we've been working together for a very long time, man. But producer of the year for sure. Last year, 2023, he dropped one of the hottest tracks. Who Dat? With J Cash and Chillin' Baby, man. It was talked about everywhere. We talked about it here on the top 10 artists, man. It was talked everywhere, bro. And a lot of people were like saying that. I was driving one day and I heard a song right next to me and someone was playing that Who Dat song. And I was like, that's unique right there, man. It's amazing, bro, because this dude is working hard and he's working with a lot of artists, man. And let's talk about him, man. He's here today with us. My boy, Unique the producer. What's up, buddy?
Good, man.
Bro, that's
welcome, my brother.
Yo, man.
That's a really humbling intro, bro. Thank you so
much
for that.
I worked on it all day.
Well deserved.
Well, you gotta be like first and foremost, like all glory to God, because like without him giving me that skill set, bro, like none of this matters. So thanks for that, bro. I appreciate it.
And you have a love for music, man.
I do. I really do. Like I mean, I've loved it since I was 6 years old, man.
Wow.
Like it's been my life.
I know we talked about it in the last episode that you were here. You were here last year. You were one of our first few people that we interviewed. But let's talk about like what was the first instrument that you played?
So the first instrument was the drums.
Okay.
I was 6 years old when I picked up the drums. I would sit at the front pew and just watch the drummer, just watch him, and I would mimic his moves. And he noticed me, and the rest is history. Learned the guitar, bass, piano, saxophone. So
is music in your family?
Not immediately. I mean, my dad really doesn't play anything or sing. My sister plays a little bit of violin, but not really. Like my brother played a little bit of French horn, I think, but not really. So no, not a lot.
So they learned it, but they never pursued it.
Right. I
love that violin, bro.
It was engraved in me. Yeah. And I tried to play violin for a minute. That's actually really hard. But yeah, I've heard that one of my grandfather, like great grandfather, played trumpet. I've heard that, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote him on that one.
Nah.
And because I don't know your school background, but did you go to school for mixing? Do you like sound engineer?
I went to a couple of semesters at community college for it, but I had a mentor, which I talk about all the time. Beat Smith, shout out to Beat Smith. I knew him since I was in high school. Yeah. We were in band together. He started music production, and then I kind of joined him, and he took me under his wing and taught me everything I know.
Oh, praise God.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to go to school and learn all that, but I mean, some people just have it.
Yeah, and I thought I had to. Like, I think it was last year that I really was trying to go back to school, and was going to try to get a degree in recording and mixing and engineering. And a lot of peers, and not just friends, but peers that I would sit down and talk to. And I think it's important to always have people that you can go to and run through ideas. Yeah. And people that you respect. You want to look up to people that have accomplished what you want to accomplish, right? So I have a couple of engineers and producers that I would go to and talk to, and they said, "For what?" I'm like, "Well, I want to learn." Like, "Well, you know it. What are you talking about? You're really good." And it made me kind of step back because it's also a big debt, like financially. So when they were saying stuff like that, they were saying stuff like, "Man, instead of that, invest into your production gear and stuff." And not knocking. If you go to school, like go for it, right? Because that's what I thought I wanted. But from conversations with them, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to pursue that. I'm going to continue and just learn my craft as I've been doing, and we'll see where it goes.
You were recently, I don't know if it was last weekend, you were at the NAMM show? Or the NAMM, NAMM, the NAMM Convention or Expo. Yeah. I mean, talk to us about what is NAMM? Like, what is that?
It's a National Association of Music Merchants. And it is like a candy store for musicians and engineers and producers and creatives, even like videographers. And there's a bunch of podcast setups. And
we're going to have to check that out.
I definitely suggest anybody that's in media go.
Yeah.
But I love it. You know what? It's interesting. So I got there, and right away I was in a room full of music. And music instruments. And I started walking around. I went by myself, and I started walking around, and there were these amazing musicians like cutting it, man, like guitar, piano, drums, like just amazing. Right, we had a bunch of people gathered around them. And 10 years ago, I would have stopped them in awe, right?
Right.
It didn't really capture me. I was just like, oh, that's cool. Hey, they're good musicians. Mm-hmm. I realized this about myself, that I'm in a season where like that doesn't like really tickle my fancy per se. It doesn't really like. Yeah. I don't find it interesting. But when I got to the production stuff and the nerd stuff, I spent hours and I was in this room for Dolby Atmos. I don't know if you know what that is, but they did a demo of Dolby Atmos, and it's just a surround sound per se. So you're like in a cube, and sound is all around you. I did a demo about that. I tested a bunch of monitors, bunch of mics, bunch of headphones, and I realized I love mixing and production.
Right.
Like I really
all
love
that
it. So
equipment,
I learned that about myself this weekend.
Awesome.
Wow. So you got something out of it.
Yeah, I found a little bit of myself. Yeah.
Wow, man. Because you've been doing it for a while now.
Yeah, I've been doing production for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And I grew up as a musician, and I love music.
Yeah.
But I think my heart is now in the making something sound amazing and making something come to life from your head, rather than playing on the piano or playing on the guitar. So yeah, that was very interesting.
So how do you and this is just random question, but do you like drive somewhere, hear something and be like, oh, I like that, go to the studio and play something with it? Or
it depends. I mean, inspiration comes from all places. I think that as far as hearing something and making it a song, I'm more at a place where I'll talk to someone and they'll be an artist. Like a perfect example, I dropped this. I didn't drop a single. One of my good friends, Valor, dropped a single today that I produced, and he brought an idea to me and was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about a beat like this, like that," and that's how that song came about. Yeah. So I'm more about that, like talking to someone and helping them to bring their story or their idea, their heart to life.
I think that's how we work, right?
Yeah.
I'll send you like, hey, and there's an idea, and what do you think? And you just give it your input.
Yeah.
I seen you work behind the scenes. Is it with everybody different, of course, or do you have the same? I would say the same process for everybody.
It's different. I have artists that I'll get on the piano, and this is where the musicianship of production comes into play. Yeah. I'll get on the piano. I'll have another artist. And they'll tell me, like, I have this melody. And they'll give me the melody, and we'll play the piano, and we'll come up with progressions. Just play da-da-da, and we build the song off of the progression. Then I have other artists that I'll have, like, they're like, dude, I have this beat in my head, and it's a beat, right? So I start with the drums. So it just really depends on the person that I'm working with. I really don't have I'm going to start here. Right. You know, it's really depending on the communication that I have and the relationship I start building with my client, you could say. Yeah.
How long you been in the game doing production?
About, I don't want to say my age, man. I've been doing this over like 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Do you
so you're like 26 now?
Yeah.
So do you get like do you get people like upcoming producers ask you questions? What kind of advice do you want to give those type of producers?
Man, yeah, I actually have this young producer who I think is amazing and super talented. His name is Don. Shout out to Donald. He is one of those guys that's hungry, so he'll ask me questions and my biggest advice is always like, so there's a couple things that I say. You could be technical, right? You could go, advice on what system to use and how to get things going and templates and all these things. But sometimes it's just, hey man, don't be scared. Don't be afraid to like do what you want to do. If you want to make a beat, and you have like GarageBand, start there. If you want to make a beat and you just have your voice recorder, start there. A lot of times there's just this fear, right, that people think I'm gonna like not be good, I'm gonna suck. Like, man, we all started somewhere.
Right.
I wasn't good, and I don't think I'm the best. And I think I want to reach for excellence. So I always tell them like we're all gonna start at the same spot.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the difference is how hard you go to the next level. Is just really depends on how much work you are willing to put into it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man, Donald, man, wait for some of his stuff. You're gonna hear him real soon, man.
That's good, man. That's good, and that's good that you're giving the cosign, right? Like, yeah, this guy's
absolutely.
good. Yeah.
I also have another person that I work with. I want to give her a shout out. Her name's Adriel. She is a female producer, which is hard to find, man. Yeah. So
I want to have her on the show for sure. I know about her. Yeah.
You have to. Yeah. And she's a songwriter and a singer, and so shout out to her. She also comes into the studio. We'll go over some of her projects and. Nice. I'm so happy to give her like production.
You know, how busy are you now, bro?
I'm pretty busy, man. I stay busy.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's so hard to get a hold of you, man. You're always like, hey, man, are you free? You're like, no, I'm in a session. Hey, man, you free? No, I'm in another session. When do you have time? I mean, I say this question because I want you to say the answer for the people that are watching that are workhorses and they don't find that time. Like, where do you find time, man?
Well, I'm the worst person to give advice on that, bro, because I don't make time for myself.
Yeah.
And I think that that's been one of the key points I want to hit this year is to make time for rest.
Yeah.
Because if I don't rest, I'm not going to be here long.
Yeah.
And if I'm not here long, I'm not here to leave a bigger legacy.
Yeah.
And, and so I want to make sure that this year is a year that I start putting myself in a place where like I matter and I'm first, not my client, not the music, just what was good for me. Yeah. Because I mean, it's biblical. Rest is biblical, so.
Yeah. Besides beats and producing, I mean, what else are you doing, man? Like any other hobbies that you do or something that side projects
you're working on?
Well, yeah, I just directed my first music video.
Oh, Ray, let's go, man.
It's gonna be coming February 27th. Okay. So I produced the song, and then I directed the videos with John Calvary. It's called Better Days. So I'm gonna send that to you guys so you guys can play it.
Okay. Yeah,
it's my first directed video.
Your debut.
Yeah. But other than that, man, I got another song dropping February 14th with SB Tone. I got a song coming with Salachi Voss. Another song coming with Lyrical Levite.
Yeah.
Another song coming with a ton
so
of people, bro.
I have a few.
List,
I have a list right here. So you have look at this, man, it's crazy. February 14th with SB Tone, Perfect Love.
Yeah.
You are it says director debut February 27th. John Calvary, Better Days. Yeah. Lyrical Levite, Salachi Voss, and Angie Rose, and much more, man.
So much more.
Wow, buddy.
At Generation Recovery, I got
a song,
whole set of songs with them. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
no Danny Kings at all. Like, it's crazy to me. It is nuts to me. No, I thought I made the list. I sent a list of songs that I need, and I did not make the cut.
Maybe we get you in 2025.
I gotta say this though, you got a folder of 1 terabyte of beats that you're not working on, so I'm not giving you more, bro.
It's gotten to a point. Let's talk about it, buddy. It's gotten to a point where now we trade. Like, I'm trading the songs that I bought myself. Like, hey, you want these back, bro?
Yeah.
Maybe let's do something else.
4 of these for one of those.
It's funny because I'll get an artist in the studio and be like, hey, let me hear what you got. I'm like, I don't have anything available. I'm working on that. I do have a bunch of songs in a folder that I can't show you because they're taken. And then every time he comes into a studio, because he does come from time to time.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you have in the vault? I'm like, it's your vault, bro.
I call it
stuff.
I call it unique vault. Like, if you ever go there, he has a stash of songs that he won't show nobody, and they're like in there. And one day I was like, bro, let me show me your vault. He opened it up, and it was like a bunch of songs, and I was like, dude, I want this one. I want this one.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Those were the good times.
Yeah, those are. But now you're so busy that your beats are.
Everything's either sold or I've done it specifically for someone else. Right. Yeah. So, and that was last time I was here. I told you that part of my goal is to create just beats to have beats, and I started in those. I started the 2024 with 4 beats. Someone was like, I want them, and they're gone, and so I have to create.
And every time you have an artist here, buddy, they always say, like, last year we had a couple of people, and they're like, yeah, we're working with Unique. We're working with Unique. We're working with Unique. It was so crazy how many people were working with you, buddy. And I'm pretty sure this year the list is gonna go up.
Yeah.
Hey, man, and also congratulations on Who That, man. Yeah, like that's that, man, bro. Like, who you couldn't go nowhere that summer without playing that song, bro. I think I played that song a lot.
Right there.
Yeah, it was a really good track, man. And how did that happen? I know that you guys talked about it a little bit, but just you being like in the middle, just bringing that together.
Yeah, I shout out to J Cash and Chili Baby. J Cash was really the idea, the idea holder of the style of beat. He's like, hey, man, I want to do something like old school West,
West Coast, yeah.
And I told you my story about how I was ready to give up, and that song came to life. But I think it was also just to add something else to it. It's I wasn't scared to be like, hey, man, I make some music, I make beats, and that kind of sparked a relationship, even though we became friends outside of that space. It just happened because we were both like open to say, hey, I make music, which is what I'm telling you. I tell producers, young producers, don't be scared. Don't be afraid to say, I make music. I produce. I'm a producer. You know, because you never know who's listening, and you never know what opportunity could come out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that happened.
You know, you talk about that. You know, you almost gave up.
Yeah.
How did that happen, bro? Like, did you just feel overwhelmed? Did you not feel the love for people? Like, what was it that made you want to kind of quit?
It was honestly a moment of self-doubt. I think we all go through this time where we just don't see ourselves as good. Yeah. And I thought, man, I suck. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm like, man, I'm not that good.
Yeah.
And it was that plus social media, seeing other people do some other stuff that I want to accomplish that I hadn't. So I fed into that like fear, and instead of shutting it off my mind, I fed it.
Right.
And I said, yeah, I'm not that good. I'm good. And I've had moments like that in my life. Every other like 3-4 years, it tends to happen. But this time it was to a point where I'm like, I'm ready. And I called, my mentor and my friend, and I talked to him, and he's one of the best producers, songwriters I know. And when he always used to tell me stuff like, man, if you aren't good, I'm going to work with you. Like, point blank. Yeah. Even that wouldn't help. And, just being able to be in the studio, and he came over and just praying and just kind of like speaking life into me, and just speaking like positive words, shut off social media for a good while. And I was able to kind of get back on track with the help of God. So it was just feeding into that fear, into that fakeness of social media. Right. And worrying too much about what people said. I'm at a place now where I'm like, I know my value. I know what I'm worth. Yeah. I know what I bring to the table. I'm not the best, and I'm gonna be wanting to be the best always. Yeah. And I'm always gonna look for a way to better my craft. And with that mentality plus the help of staying focused on God, like, I think that it's all possible, man.
Yeah. I think everybody that's a creator, a producer, like, there's different types of producers, right? You're producing music. We produce content. We produce concerts. And I think I know me, as long as I've been around, and I've been doing this for a long time in different levels. I've had those moments, man, where I'm just like, I just needed somebody to remind me. Yeah. Like, hey, bro, you're doing your thing. You know what I mean? Because you start comparing yourself. Yeah. You start falling into that, that all the negative stuff that's going around you, and you forget all the stuff that you did do and accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why you need a brother that's going to be there and say, hey, bro, let's pray. Hey, encourage you. Like you said, speak life into you.
Yeah. And I had this, there's a lot of things about my childhood that I think one day I'll share in hopes to inspire other people. But there was this moment of, I want to isolate in my life when things were starting to feel really unsafe due to some stuff that happened. And I think that when I say I fed into, this is what I mean. I fed into just, I need to be alone. I want to be alone. And that's when I fed my thoughts. And I got out of it by inviting someone else into the conversation and into somebody that I trusted, right? Because you can also...
you can share with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So it's important, anybody out there, it's important for you to find people and surround yourself with people that are going to speak life, but also going to speak truth. And even if it hurts you, to be bold to tell you the truth, even if it hurts. And I have a couple of people like that in my corner, that at that moment I was like, get away. And when I did that, that's when I fed into what I was feeling, and that's when I was like, I'm gonna quit. So yeah, we can't do this alone, man. We need people around us too.
Like I said, we need that team, right? Like they say, the truth hurts, but a lie will kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good. I like that.
It's true, man. So, man. And I remember you telling me that, hey, I'm gonna take a break, and I was like, what? Because I'm pretty sure, I mean, if I were to see your Instagram, and it's all visual, right? Like, a lot of times people don't know what people are going through behind, and you're posting up these beads, and you're working with people, and like a lot of people are like, oh, Unique has it all. He's doing great. You know, he's everywhere now. But they don't know that behind there's a lot of stuff.
There's always a price to pay, and it's a sacrifice.
It is, absolutely.
And people don't. That's the part people don't understand, that to get where you're at whatever level, there's a sacrifice to get there. You know.
Yeah, man. It's like people don't. I mean, I don't want to say people, but it's a hard concept to grasp if you're not grinding, because you might become good at something, but people don't know the amount of time you spend in the studio just working on your craft, or a writer, right, or a rapper, like looking at yourself in the mirror and rapping, and other people thinking you're foolish, but you don't care because you're trying to be better. Or a singer, you know, doing their scales and doing the breathing extra. I always tell people, because I teach music, I tell them the first 4 months are nothing but boring stuff. But if you do the boring stuff, you're going to be great at the amazing stuff. Yeah. Because it's the boring stuff that gets you where you need to be. Because people don't want to put in the work sometimes, or they don't understand that it takes work. They just see the tip of the mountain, but they don't see the climb that you had to do, you know? Yo,
let's give it up, man. Let's give it up for Unique, man. That's powerful stuff. Pastor Unique, go to his church, 2026.
You just put that on his plate too.
Putting that one also on his plate. No, hey man, I like your hat. It has your cool logo. Be unique.
Yeah, man.
Where can they get your merchandise that you promised us to bring and not bring anything to us? We were supposed to have Be Unique shirts here, but he gave it to his people. So
man, sorry for that. I will have them next time. I promise. I put that on anything, but Be Unique.
I know
Apparel,
where you live.
BeUniqueApparel.com. You can find it there. You could go on my Instagram. There's a link there for it. I want to give shout out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So, by the way, you're wearing an amazing.
Yeah. So I got this jacket customized. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah.
Unique. By my boy Incredible Prints. My boy Caesar of Incredible Prints. He has a print company. He was like, bro, let me hook you up because your jacket looks whack. Just kidding.
Yeah, but he did some amazing work. I really, let's see if you could show a little bit. Yeah. Look at that, man. He did some amazing work, man.
He killed it, man. So shout out to him, bro.
Yeah. So and where could they find him?
Incredible Prints, with a K because he's cool like that.
Because he's cool like that.
You remember in high school?
Yeah.
Or back in the days, you used to write everything different because you wanted to be cool.
Yeah. Like Danny Keynes.
Like Danny Keynes.
Who put Z? Who says that? Like Z.
Cool with a K.
He saw it in Madagascar. He was like, yeah, Z's cool.
Incredible with a K. Prince with a Z.
Wow.
That's, bro.
Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out, man. He does some good work, man.
Another cool clothing brand is Tailored by God. I don't know if you know Tailored by God.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Tailored by God, man.
Yeah, man. And he has some good, I rocked his hat, man. He has some good stuff, man. Yeah. So really, really dope.
Shout out to Tay Valor. He dropped a single today.
I know he did, man. Let's give it up for him, buddy. Let's talk about that song. How did that happen, bro? I spoke with him, but I want to see your point of view.
I
was sitting outside at church one day, and he was walking in, and I was listening to a beat, and he goes, "Yo, is that what beat is that?" And I go, "Oh, it's my beat. I'm a producer." What? Because I don't know if you met Tay Valor, but he is like energetic.
Yeah.
Like sometimes to the point where like, bro, calm down. Like I'm not in that mood. But he was like, yeah, bro, I rap too. And he just started rapping. And I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay, he's actually really good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always listen to two things when I hear a rapper. I hear the way they're rapping and their cadence, and also hear the tonality of their voice.
Yeah.
And he had both in a way that I was like, ooh, I know that there could be some good things that we could do. So we talked about doing a song together. He showed me like a beat that he was like listening to, and I was like, yeah, let's work. Let's make it happen. And Walking with Jesus came out of like that conversation. But again, it was someone just coming by, hearing, asking, talking, and boom, boom, boom. That's how things happen. And
that's the name of the song.
Walking with Jesus is the name of the song.
Walking with Jesus, man.
Yeah, Walking with Jesus. And man, I can't speak highly enough of Tay Valor, bro. I think he's gonna be amazing. This is his first single that he drops. And so make sure you guys cop that. It's his debut single.
And it dropped today.
And we have
a clip of his music video, because you guys worked on his music video, man.
Yeah, shout out to Red Nova Films, because they're the ones who filmed it, and we have it dropped today too.
Yeah, let's play it.
Check it out.
I ain't scared of no devil or no demon. Tell him that I'm walking with Jesus. I ain't scared of no devil or no demon. Tell him that I'm walking with Jesus. Yeah, I used to light blunts just to get high. Now I'm walking in the spirit, lifted high. Used to hit licks and do robberies, stacking up chips like Monopoly. Yeah, in the mighty name of Jesus, setting all the captives free. Doing it with the same hands that I took from the weak. I follow God all the time, 7 days a week. Devil steady scheming, but I won't accept defeat. Demon steady lurking, trying to come after me. Only time they could give me is when your boy sleep. But I pray with my Bible and I keep it on repeat. Over here, yeah, man, I drop to my knees. Demon steady lurking, trying to come after me. Only time they could give me.
Yo, whoa, hey, I did not want to show the whole. Go support, man. Go subscribe to his channel, his YouTube channel, man. He just dropped that single, that music video, bro.
Yeah,
wow.
bro. Here's the thing about Tay Valor, bro. Like, whenever he does anything, he always says, "Glory be to God." And whenever he has a chance, glory be to God, glory be to God. So whatever he does, it's always not about him. So I respect that, but I do want to honor him as a person, as a human, that he puts in the work, and that he is a talented person, that he has God-given skills. So, you know, like, I love that he gives God the glory, but he is a talented person. Yeah.
And he has the most amazing beard. I just want to say that too, bro. I just want to grab it.
Don't do it.
That hurts, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. Yo, man, but with that said, we have him here today with us, man, and he's gonna perform his debut single.
Let's go.
But before we get to him, man, let's close out the show, bro. Anything you want to say?
I just want to thank you for coming through again, brother. Every time you come through, you always bring that positive vibe, bro. You bring a message of encouragement. All I can say, bro, is I'm looking forward to working with you this year, bro.
Same, bro.
I got to meet you last year, but this year, bro, I'm looking forward to working with you, and I know you got a lot of ideas, a lot of things, bro, and I want to work with you. We talked about this with Danny, and come together, bro, and do some amazing things for the.
I'm excited,
Lord, bro.
I'm excited for sure.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. We're gonna do some great things with you, Unique,
Absolutely.
man. And thank you, buddy, for everything that you've done in my music career, and as well as friendship, man. Thank you, buddy, for just being there. And okay, so they're saying that they're not ready, but we can still talk a little bit.
Sure.
But thank you for everything, buddy. I really want you to know that you are amazing, an amazing person.
Thank you.
And I love you and your wife, man. And everything's gonna happen for what it is, bro. And
Thank you.
I'm excited to see where God takes you this year.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and sky's the limit, man. I think that this is, one of my goals, and I'm gonna just say it. I haven't said it to anybody. I'm gonna say it for the first time here. One of my goals is to drop a song each month. I was gonna drop a collab album with a bunch of artists, and it was supposed to drop last year, but it's hard because you're expecting work from other people and schedules and all these things. So I think I could do this. I'm gonna drop a single with someone every
different artist.
Hopefully different artists. If not, maybe it's the same one. Each month. So pray for that, because that's a big
step.
goal.
Yeah.
But at the end of the month, at the end of the year, I have like 12 songs that released.
Yeah,
so
there you go, man. With music videos and promoting it, really good, buddy. Like I said, man, I'm really excited for you, buddy. Like, I know, when are you doing that? I remember that, was it last year or a year before that? You dropped a personal album.
Mm-hmm. I dropped a lo-fi album, and I think I'm going to do that at the end of the year. The other thing I'm doing what's called unique music sessions. So I'm going to take each song that I do, and I'm going to get together with my artist or the artist, and we're going to do a live performance of one of the verses. It's going to be shot in my studio. Shout out to John Calvary, because he's the one who does the shooting and the videos and the editing. So it's going to be something really cool, unique music sessions. And instead of just the music and a music video, people are going to be able to see a performance in the studio. So it's going to be awesome.
Where can they find that?
It's on my Unique Music Instagram.
Instagram.
Tomorrow we're dropping one. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're dropping one for Better Days.
Okay.
So you get a little clip of the song, which is I'm super excited for. So
that's awesome, man. And go check out his Instagram and his apparel, everything that he's doing. It's gonna be great this year, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get into it, buddy. Yes. You wanna
straight from Long Beach, California. Let's give it up for Tay Valor.
I ain't scared of no devil or no demon. Tell him that I'm walking with Jesus. I ain't scared of no devil or no demon. Tell him that I'm walking with Jesus. Yeah, I used to light blunts just to get high. Now I'm walking in the spirit, lifted high. Used to hit licks and do robberies, stacking up chips like Monopoly. Yeah, in the mighty name of Jesus, setting all the captives free. Doing it with the same hands that I took from the weak. I follow God all the time, 7 days a week. Devil steady scheming, but I won't accept defeat. Demon steady lurking, trying to come after me. Only time they could give me is when your boy sleep. But I pray with my Bible and I keep it on repeat. Over here, yeah, man, I drop to my knees. Demons steady lurking, trying to come after me. Only time they could give me is when your boy sleep. But I pray with my Bible and I keep it on repeat. Oh yeah, then I drop to my knees. I ain't scared of no devil or no demon. Tell them that I'm walking with Jesus. I ain't scared of no devil or no demons. Tell them that I'm walking with Jesus. I ain't scared of no devil or no demons. Tell them that I'm walking with Jesus. I ain't scared of no devil or no demons. Let me talk to him. Tell him that I'm walking with Jesus. I was a wicked man who deserved death. I died to my sins, then Jesus gave me breath. Now I'm proclaiming the good news that he's coming back soon. He forgave me, that means he can forgive you too, yeah. I'm living for Christ and that's only by his grace. I'm a boast in the Lord cause he worthy of my praise. Turned water into wine, made a blind man see. Walked on water and parted the sea. Toast to the king for the love that he bleed. He a shepherd, he a king, he the one that I need. Died for me, then he rose on a 3. Bowed my head and let my spirit sing. Coming with the heat that the Pentecost bring. Dip in the water, sin washed clean like David and Goliath, born ready with a sling. Demons in my ear, but it don't mean a thing. I ain't scared of no devil or no demon.